So I've been producing shows with a friend of the show, Benjamin Delahaye, for a number of years now, and we had Rob Spence on as headline act.
I didn't get to see him live. Is he good?
Dude, he's good. He murdered.
He's a physical
Absolutely
comedy guy,
fucking
right?
murdered. So he did both. He did stand up and then he did physical comedy as well. So Rob has been in the industry for 35 years. 35 years of comedy, but he's done every single thing that you can imagine what kind of associates with comedy. So we were talking, he's done like magic on fucking cruise ships and shit like that. So
he worked in a strip club once, he told me.
Yeah, exactly. He did Edinburgh Fringe. He learned to juggle just because he needed something. But interestingly enough, he said stand-up came really late. That was like 15 years ago or 16 years ago. He started doing stand-up and he did it in Switzerland of all the places.
Yeah.
Which still baffles me to this day. So
he did his comedy and
he did. We did 3 shows with him: Bern, Basel, and Zurich, and it was just delightful to work with someone who has, first of all, so much experience, but also so much presence and understanding of what is happening, like down to every single detail of what is going on, like. I don't want to make this sound pedantic, but just to walk into a room and go like, we have to change this, and then it's going to be good. Just like every single step of the way felt like we were climbing a mountain, and on Thursday we hit the peak. It was fucking fantastic. And that whole bit about combining these different style elements, it resonated so well with the audience because it was kind of unexpected. So they all thought, all right, it's just another guy that's going to talk into a microphone. But then he added all his fucking silly shit that he does on stage. And it made everything extremely loose.
What's fascinating, I've seen him once, and what's fascinating is the audience gets no respite. They're like, the level of just laughter, because he's, it's, I mean, it's also... the Let's Talk About Sets podcast, which is a fucking great podcast about comedy. They and also comedian Brian Regan. They're talking about how Brian Regan, like most of us, tend to sit or not move around. You watch Brian Regan, who does clean comedy. That guy is moving around a lot, but it's part of the act.
Yeah.
But
not like Michael McIntyre.
No, but Rob Spence has just got all this silliness. Actually, Louis C.K. happened last weekend. There was one moment, here we got Dean putting his face on, whatever. And there's this one moment where Louis is doing a joke about a depressed lion in a shitty zoo, and he just does this tiny movement, like a slight, and for this slight movement, it's like everyone saw Louis was a depressed lion.
Yeah.
It was fucking, and just that physical, slightest thing. And Rob Spence, he's got it, like he's got it down to energy.
Yeah. Very high energy. All the way down to like there was a soundtrack underpinning the act out.
Oh wow!
It was a wild ride, man.
Nice,
so good. So yeah, if you have the chance, go and see Rob Spence because I think it's quite unique. We don't really have these acts in Switzerland at all, like these old school. I would call him an entertainer, not so much as just a stand-up.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.